on, Becky. We gotta get to the fort. We ain't got a minute to lose. Now, you got plenty of blankets.
In a minute. I've got to get my mince pies.
Gabriel and his warriors are on the warpath, not 10, 15 miles from here, and you're worried about mince pies and turkey stuffing?
But it's Thanksgiving.
And the Choctaws are burning down cabins. Now, will you get a move on, woman?
Mama spent the whole day gathering these hazelnuts.
Well, they ain't gonna spoil. Just leave them.
Mama.
Now, don't you start coming in here looking for things to take along. Just stay out there. Now, we gotta head right for the fort.
But I can't find Israel. No place.
Well, I'm not leaving this cabin till I find Israel.
Well, he might be at the fort already. Doggone the woman, he's no fool. He can hear that alarm bell just as well as us.
That's it, Mama. He must be at the fort already.
Well, sure he is. Now, come on, let's get started.
Well, I suppose that's where he must be.
Come on.
From a coonskin cap on the top of old Dan to the heel of his rawhide shoe, the rippenest, roaringest, fightingest man the frontier ever knew. Daniel Boone was a man, yes, a big man, and he fought for America to make all Americans free. What a boom, what a doer, what a dream come truer was he.
Well, looks like we'll get home for Thanksgiving after all.
Well, if nothing goes wrong, we'll get there with a day to spare.
Yeah. Sure seems like we've been gone an awful long time.
What's the matter, Jericho? Didn't you enjoy your stay in Salem?
Oh, I enjoyed it for a day or two. But to tell you the truth, Mr. Boone, I don't see why people want to live in a big city like that.
Well, I've wondered about that myself. Then I've been called uncivilized a few times, too.
Well, it's downright dangerous, for one thing. All those wagons and buggies moving around. A man could get killed just trying to walk across the street.
What are my sentiments exactly?
Or as you take this mountain country. Now, here it's peaceful and it's quiet. Now, I wonder what he's running from.
That's a good question.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Which way you headed?
Boonesboro.
Take my advice and turn back. The whole country's full of Indians.
Well,
Choctaws. Gabriel's on the warpath. They burnt me out this morning.
which way they headed?
Same way you are, west. That's why I'm going east.
Sometime you finish telling me about the peace and quiet in the country. Yeah. Hey, hey.
Might be out there.
Go all the way back in the back there. This way.
Hurry it up.
Come on. Hurry.
Where are you going?
My bonnet. I lost my bonnet.
You'll lose your scalp out there, and I'll get back inside.
Hurry up, everybody. Come on.
Inside.
Stand B! Stand B!
Come on, everybody.
Wait here. I'll be right back.
Come on.
Oh, no, you don't, lady. Once inside, nobody goes back out. Don't you understand?
I can't find my husband. Stand B!
Oh, Himby, I just left him over there in the tavern.
Shit, no.
Israel!
Israel!
Calm down, will you, Becky? We'll find him.
He's not in the fort. I know he's
He
not.
must be. He's just hiding somewhere, that's all.
Don't worry, Ma. We'll find him. Come on, Cincinnati.
Don't worry, Becky. We'll find him.
We're closing the gate.
Israel! Israel!
No, you can't go out there.
Let me go. My boy's out
Nobody
there.
goes outside.
Let me go.
Oh, no.
You want to do get yourself killed?
Lord help me. He's just a baby. hit you anyway. Makes your mouth water, don't it? That's a boy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Gotcha! Oh, drat! Doggone you! I'm gonna get the licking for being here. And I still won't have anything to put into Thanksgiving. This is your last chance. Grandpa Brian! Grandpa! I sure am glad it's you. I was scared it might be Gabriel.
Huh? The angel of death?
I don't know of any angel. This one's a Chalk the War Chief. I've been hearing about it at the fort. He's trouble.
Oh, that Gabriel, eh? Well, that's a natural enough mistake, lad. Seeing him wearing his clothes.
You mean these are Gabriel's clothes?
The very same. Presented to me by himself as a token of esteem and everlasting friendship. Timothy says if there's one race in the world that's likely to whip the Indians, it's the Irish. So let there be everlasting peace between us.
He said that to you?
He said that. Ah, well, here I am, talking along, and I'm interrupting your hunting.
Hey, Grandpa, did you bring your bag of tricks?
Never traveled without my tools.
Good. Then you can help me catch that turkey.
Old Nahum, huh?
Nahum?
Aye, it's an Indian word, a gobbler. You must want him pretty bad.
Thanksgiving time.
Mm-hmm. Your dad must be slipping. He was a fair to middling hunter himself, as I recall.
Pa ain't here right now. He went off to Salem hauling in some wagon freight.
Hauling in some freight, eh? Well, you're the man in the house in his absence, huh?
Well, I figured I'd get Ma a turkey. But now it looks like I figured too soon.
Well, you still up there?
For all the good it does.
You know, lad, I moved to give you a little advice. There are two things I've learned in a lifetime of peddling and trade.
What's that?
Well, the first is wait for the customer to come to you. And the second is wait.
You mean I've been pulling the string too soon?
You remember that and you'll be a rich man, which I won't, because I learned it too late and because of my soft heart. Well, let's bait your snare here, huh? Oh, you got to crumble it up, lad, see? You crumble it all up here and then mix it in with the dirt and the leaves, cover it up a little bit here, see? The customer always likes to dig up the merchandise, makes him think he's a step ahead of you. We'll make a little fence here so they'll come in alongside there, and then we'll have them, huh? There. All right, now let's get behind the bush there and give old Name all the time he wants, huh?
Hey! It's Israel Boone!
What's the matter? Why are the gates closed?
You'll find out what's the matter, Israel Boone, when your mother sees you. Rebecca! Rebecca Boone!
What'd I do now?
Well, your mother must be here at the fort, lad. Let's find her, eh? Get on.
Hold on, Injun.
He's not an Indian. He's my grandpa.
Well, I'll be doggone.
Well, I didn't recognize you in that get-up.
What'd you do, Grandpa? Find a dead Indian just the right size and swipe his suit off of?
He didn't swipe it off nobody. Gabriel gave it to him.
Gabriel.
Chief Gabriel?
That's right. As a token of esteem and everlasting friendship. Ain't that right, Grandpa?
Right.
Because he figured the Irish were the only race he could whip the Indians. Ain't that right, Grandpa?
Right again.
Gabriel gave you this?
You're soiling the buckskin.
Well, Grandpa, since you're such a good friend of Gabriel's, you could do this settlement a favor. Why don't you just drop in on those Choctaws and invite them over for Thanksgiving?
Well, I might just do that.
Yeah, you go right ahead and do that, Grandpa. And you'd be surprised how grateful everybody'll be. Especially them Injuns.
Israel? Oh, Israel, thank God. Oh, thank God.
Hey, Ma! Look what I caught!
Oh, and that's not all you're gonna catch. I told you not to go traipsing through those woods by yourself.
But I wasn't by myself. Grandpa was with me.
Father! Oh, how wonderful. What an outlandish outfit.
Well, that's just part of the trade, darling, part of the trade. Now, don't be too hard on the young one. He had his heart set on bringing you a turkey for Thanksgiving.
But there's trouble outside. There's an Indian war.
Indian war?
Chief Gabriel's on the warpath.
Gabriel?
You know, Gabriel, your friend.
Gabriel? Oh.
Is something wrong?
Oh, no, darling. Everything's fine. Would one of you mind the mule? I just have a need for a drop of spirits.
Sir, it's a pretty unhealthy situation. Burned down cabins, scalps, settlers. I tell you, that there Gabriel is a mean one, he is. And I understand that he is a friend of yours?
An elegant brand of rum you serve here. Might I ask, where you buying?
From an import house in Salem. And I would be happy to buy some more if I just had a few paying customers.
Are you implying I don't have the funds to pay my bill?
Well, have you?
Heaven help the man who doubts a fellow human being.
I ain't asking no help from heaven. Now, you owe me for 3 mugs of rum. Now, all I want is to see the color of your money.
Well, I guess I'll have to put your mind at rest.
What are you doing?
Does that look like money to your greedy eyes?
Where did that come from?
From that bedraggled nest you call a beard.
Well, then I reckon it belongs to me.
Well, then there you are. Now that we're even, you can fill up the mug again.
Even? Well, he ain't even paid me for the last 3 yet.
Well, didn't you just take that coin I gave you?
Well, you know dang good and well I didn't.
Well, what happened to it then? It's plain I haven't got it.
You and your confounded tricks and lies. I don't mind telling you, I wouldn't even let you in this place if it weren't for... What's that?
There's a pipe. the fighting's all over. Be gone, the lot of you.
Get out. Go on.
What are you ashamed of yourself? Now, young fella, maybe you'd care to explain what started all this.
It was what he was saying about you.
Oh? And what was it he might have been saying about me?
He said you was a liar.
Oh, did he now?
That's what my old man says. That's what everybody in town's saying about you. He says you were nothing but a fake and an old windbag, saying Gabriel was a friend of yours and that you was gonna invite him to Thanksgiving dinner. That ain't true. Is it, Grandpa? Please say it ain't true, Grandpa.
See you lie your way out of this one, Grandpa.
I have no intention of it. I'll go see Gabriel the first thing in the morning.
Yeah, what'd I tell you?
You think you'll really go see Gabriel?
Sure. And I'm the King of England. Come on.
Let's get you clean, lad, before your mother finds out you've been fighting. And I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't mention the incident to your mother, eh? Oh, hello, Becky.
I'd like to have a word with you, Father. And you go and wash, young man.
But it ain't dirty, Ma.
I said go and wash.
Well, maybe I could do with a bit of a wash myself.
Oh, no, you don't. I have something to say to you.
Oh. Well, what might that be, though?
What kind of nonsense are you spreading around here? You know as well as I do that no man in his right mind would go outside those gates and even speak to Gabriel, much less invite him into a Thanksgiving dinner.
Well, it's just a manner of speaking.
Oh, and I know that manner.
You know, the lad has enormous faith in me, Becky.
Oh, well, he doesn't know you as well as I do. Father, I'm glad you've come. And I hope you'll stop your wandering and settle down here. But you've got to stop making a fool of yourself in front of people. And please, please stop filling that boy's head with wild tales and promises that you can't possibly keep. You did that to me when I was a child. Remember? Good night, dear. Sweet dreams.
Ma,
Yes, dear?
you think Pa's all right with all the midgets running loose?
Don't worry, honey. He'll be all right.
You say that because you got a lot of faith in him, don't you?
Of course I have.
You want me to have faith in him, too?
Well, I've always taught you that, haven't I?
I know. That's why we got to talk about it.
Talk about what?
Having faith and trust in people.
I'm not sure I understand what you mean.
Well, you keep telling me and Jemima we got to have faith in our Pa. But you don't have any in yours. Why is that, Ma?
I don't think you're old enough to understand, dear.
I understand pretty good for my age.
Yes. You understand many more things than I thought you did. Well, you see, a long time ago, I had trust in my father, like you do in yours. And he failed it. That's the reason.
Just because he made one mistake, you don't trust him no more?
I suppose that's true.
I make lots of mistakes. You still trust me, don't you?
Of course I do.
Then why don't you trust Grandpa?
Go to sleep now, darling. Please.
You told me once that everybody needed somebody to have faith in them. So if you don't have faith in Grandpa, and he needs it, I guess I'm the one who's got to furnish it.
I'm glad you have it, darling. I'm sure he needs it very badly. Now go to sleep. Out of the mouths of babes.
Timothy Bryan, you're a foolish old man. The brain of a bird and the braying voice of a jackass. It's probably your last day on this mortal earth. But you'll not break your promise to a child. Hail and farewell. Goodbye, daughter. Someday you may understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. I hope you do, because I don't understand it myself.